In this video, we will set up an assignment using the Turnitin tool. Simply stated, Turnitin is a plagiarism checker that some faculty like to use so that students are encouraged to submit their own work. Turnitin can also be used as a discussion checker that students can submit into before they actually post so they can see if any of their post has plagiarism. Now, Turnitin is not perfect. It can be spoofed. It can be fooled. It also has some quirks. But many faculty like having the ability at least to see if their students are copying anything obviously. So what we do is we go up as usual to our gear icon and we turn editing on. And because it's an activity, the students are participating, we click on activity and we go all the way down to Turnitin Assignment 2. The reason it's called 2 is because there used to be one that Turnitin does not support anymore, and they never changed the name of the other one. And now we're going to see a fairly common setup page. We're going to expand all as normal. I'm going to call this Weekly Reflection. And I already copied and I'm going to paste in here some text. As usual, I can display the description on the course page because it's only one line. I might as well do that. Most everything here you do not have to touch, you don't have to worry about, and there's a lot of choices. The only things I would say you should look at are the grades. In this case, I want to use points, and I'm going to use 100 points. And I also want to say where it goes. In our section on the gradebook, we're going to talk about grade categories, but here is where I would put it. Maybe I'll put this in the category called Reflections. Once again, we have the ability to set the start date and the due date. The post date is interesting because if you want to do all of the grading beforehand, those grades will not be released and no feedback will be given back to the students until the post date. So if you don't want students seeing how their classmates have done on returned essays or whatever they're submitting, this is a way to do that. It's kind of helpful. Please note that Turnitin, by default, always allows one late submission, but it says it's late. So if you want to make sure that you don't accept late submissions to this, please tell the students the exact date and say, I will not accept it, because Turnitin, by default, will always let them do one. Once again, there's tons of choices here. You certainly can look at them, but you probably want to leave almost all of them the way that they are. So we go back to our page, and you will now see this icon, this little red swoosh, is a Turnitin icon. Now I'm going to quickly go and edit a few things in here to show submissions, and I'll be right back. So I just submitted a document on behalf of a fake student, but as the instructor I'm going to click on the assignment, weekly reflection, and it takes me to this page. You know, this information we already input, so there's nothing new there, but I can see that this student has submitted a paper. It's waiting for a grade. You can see the dashes out of 100, and this means that Turnitin did not find anything amiss. It did not find any similarities, or what they call it. We call it plagiarism. Now I have to tell you that I went right to the web and I just copied the first thing that I found, and it found nothing. So once again, Turnitin is not perfect, but I guess it's better than nothing. So if I click on that blue box there, or whatever color the box is, because it changes as the similarity goes up, you will see what the student submitted. Now I have the ability to grade it here. I could use these boxes here, but that's called grade mark, and it's a little outside of what we're talking about, but you can at least read it. So let's go back. Just click out of there. And now I can see the students and give them a grade right here if I want to. Up top, I just added here, the student did wonderfully because I didn't catch their plagiarism. And I go out of there and you can see that 100 shows up and that student did wonderfully. The grade mark allows you to leave feedback, but we're going to cover that in another video.